How do you set up Buy with Prime? So this is the new program where you can take your website sales and get Prime badges for the consumer to get 2-day shipping. So it's a great program. I'm going to tell you what we know so far. So first thing you need to know, it is an invite-only program, but I believe in the next 2 to 4 weeks, we'll see that change very quickly. I received this email the other day with the ability to complete an interest form. And when you click on this, they get back in touch with you pretty fast. You're going to come over here and express your interest and fill out your name and information and company and email address and seller ID. Many of you will have some of these fields pre-filled out. If you click on the link and it's the first time you've clicked it, I did see my information was pre-filled in. Now I have a couple of websites. One is momster.com. I sell my wine glasses and all that fun jazz over there. And I do take sales directly through a Shopify site, which you can see right here. I also have ageofsage.us, but instead of selling it on the website, I just built a WordPress where it's available at Amazon. So keep in mind, if you don't have the Shopify or WordPress environment where you're taking the sale directly on the website, you won't be able to use Buy with Prime, because if you're pushing them directly to Amazon, of course, they're just going to buy on Amazon. So the benefit of this program is to be able to add the Buy with Prime badge, which we saw in the email, directly to the website, and for the order processing information to integrate directly into your seller account, and then they will take an order and process it directly through Seller Central. Going over to my Seller Central account to make a point, if you click on this drop down right here, you're going to see I've got things like Amazon Pay. You can switch between countries. What I expect to happen is the Buy with Amazon to have its own drop down option, kind of like Amazon Pay did, and for you to be able to see and click that and get additional information while you're in your Seller Central account to track those orders. We met with the Buy with Prime specialists today, and here are some of the things that we learned. The buyer has to have a Prime account. That's a no-brainer. That makes sense. If somebody's not an Amazon Prime member, they're not going to get the 2-day shipping. Coupon codes cannot be used when the order is processed with Buy with Prime, so that's kind of an interesting component. The off-Amazon sales are separated from Amazon sales in the business reports. That's a plus. You're going to know who's buying what where. The seller owns the customer information. I cannot emphasize enough how important of a note that is, because you're going to be able to market them because they went through your site. So that's a really big benefit to get that 2-day Prime shipping, but still own the website. Reviews are going to the direct consumer website, so you're not going to get additional 5-star reviews on Amazon. That is a disadvantage. There is a DSP opportunity on the D2C websites. And the websites and the sellers on the page really push forward the Buy with Prime feature, which is why they are on the website. Buy with Prime is currently is small, but a growing number of brands. It is in beta, and the invites are by invite only at this time. That's going to change very quickly, though. This program won't be available to all sellers very soon, as they have their own limitations currently, staffing, according to the person we spoke to today. Should there be a brand that can benefit with Buy with Prime, we can recommend that brand to the brand development representative that we had a meeting with today. We learned that so we can make suggestions to get invited. So we're helping out our clients first. If you want to be a client of My Amazon Guy, sign up for full service with us over at myamazonguy.com. Enrollment and setup is fast, easy. Once it's set up, the seller can turn Buy with Prime on or off depending on the time of year or any other circumstances. There is no setup fees of any kind, which is kind of a nice benefit. The setup goes down like this. Products with variations cannot be sold with Buy with Prime. Needs to be a single listing with no variation option on the seller's direct-to-consumer website. This is a weird one. I think they're going to have to change that, but it's probably a programming issue, which is why that's the case. But I'm not sure why that's a constraint, to be honest. The seller can turn Buy with Prime on, off, or off in the catalog for a single product. That's a big benefit. Kind of like NARF, the North American Remote Fulfillment Program, where you can do it at the SKU level. So I do like that. Fulfillment and returns. It is fulfilled by FBA. They have different tiers, 1 to 2 day delivery, 3 to 5 day delivery. But when we're going to enroll, we're going to try out the fastest one, of course. When they're returning the product, the buyer would have to print the label, and returns are going to go to the Amazon warehouse. And we asked for clarification on whether it's possible to reroute them because we don't benefit from unfulfillable orders in the Amazon warehouse. We didn't have an answer to that question as of yet. But really, no setup fees, no monthly, yearly, or any other fees of any kind. However, there are fulfillment fees, 3% of the order. Fulfillment starts at $4.75 or 2.4 for payment processing. So for an example, just the fulfillment on one of our mom boxes, it's going to be $10. So I do believe that Amazon's Prime, buying out of Amazon, will beat the fees that we're seeing for Buy with Prime on a website. However, you get to own the customer, and there are massive value benefits to that. Additionally, if you get it up on your website before somebody else does, that's a huge advantage to say, I can do 2-day shipping, just order from my website, right? And so for those that already have a really robust website, this is going to be a huge benefit. I'm definitely going to recommend getting this in place, and there's going to be lots of benefits from that. So let me know what you guys think with Buy with Prime. This is an up-and-coming beta invite-only program, but coming near to you soon. My name is Stephen Pope, and I'm the founder of My Amazon Guy.